Yes. Hello students. Welcome to the video lecture session on industrial drives and application. As our discussion is going under module 1. Last class I have discussed about the just a moment. I will take pen. Okay. Last class I have discussed about the speed torque conventions and multi-quadrant operation. Okay. Today I am going to discuss the dynamics of electrical drives, fundamental torque equation. Okay, let us begin with this bits. Dynamics of electrical drives. The fundamental torque equations. A motor generally drives a load machines through some transmission system, while motor always rotates. The load may rotate or undergo a translational motion. Okay, the motor which it will be goes under rotational motion or translational motion. Okay, so here load speed may be different from that of motor, and if the load has many parts, their speed may be different, and while some parts rotate, other may go through a translational motion. Okay, I will discuss here the later I will discuss what is translational motion. Okay, let us first we will get here the equivalent rotational system of motor and load. Here it is shown. Okay, motor is coupled with the load. Motor is rotating with this direction, clockwise direction. Torque also is in this direction. Load torque, it should be opposite to the motor torque. Okay, here some of the notations were used. First one is say J, moment of inertia of motor load system referred to the motor shaft, kg meter square. Omega m, instantaneous angular velocity of motor shaft, radian per second. T is instantaneous value of developed motor torque, Newton meter. TL is instantaneous value of load torque, referred to the motor shaft, Newton meter. Load torque includes friction and windage torque of motor. Motor load system shown in figure can be described by the following fundamental torque equation. Okay, so here the fundamental torque equation, capital T minus TL is nothing but is equal to d by dt j omega m. Okay, j d omega m by dt plus omega m dj by dt will obtained here. Okay, now this expression is applicable to variable inertia drives such as mine winder, real drivers, industrial robots. Okay, from the drive with constant inertia, if the inertia it will be the constant, then our this equation will be becomes T is equal to TL plus J d omega m by dt. Okay, so it's nothing but what the motor torque. Okay, the T which you are taken here, the instantaneous value of developed by motor torque, it should be meet or it should be equal to, is equal to, it should supply load torque plus this quantity. What is this quantity? J d omega m by dt is nothing but the moment of inertia of the motor. Okay, so here if you are looking to this equation, the motor torque should provide this 2. Okay, TL plus j omega m dt. Okay, so equation shows that torque developed by the motor is counterbalanced by load torque TL and dynamic torque. This is also called as dynamic torque. Why? Means it is present Okay, it is present only during the transient conditions. Okay, transient conditions such as speed reversal, braking, and starting. Okay, only during this period. For an example, starting, this dynamic torque will be available. Hence, this motor developed by the torque T is equal to TL plus j omega m by dt. TL is the load torque and this is the dynamic torque. It will be present during only transient conditions. So transient conditions such as speed reversal, braking and starting. Okay. Now we are obtained this equation. This is a very important. Note it. Now, as earlier I told, I will discuss translational motion later. Now I will discuss the translational motion, okay, and rotational motions. Expression for the equivalent load torque and equivalent moment of inertia for loads with rotational motion and translational motion. Okay, let us first we will discuss about what is this rotational motion, how the expression will be obtained. Now I will discuss. Okay. Rotational motion. Okay, here if you are looking to this, the motor is directly coupled to the load TL naught. Okay, and next what it is there will be a extended and using the gear reduction. Okay, the system, the another one load is connected, that is TL1, and the moment of inertia is J1. I repeat here, the motor is directly coupled to the one load, that is TL0 with a speed of omega m. I repeat here, with a speed omega m. The direction of this is clockwise direction, and load torque will be always opposite to the motor torque, and J0 is the moment of inertia. And next it will be taken as in gear reduction systems. This the speed it will be in the anti-clockwise, because the gear teeth, if you are this, it will be rotates in like that direction, it will be rotates in this direction, so that the speed will obtained here anti-clockwise direction, and that it will be connected one load called here TL1, and the moment of inertia is J1. Okay, so here you can see already I have discussed this point, and here the moment of inertia, speed and torque of the load coupled through a gear, okay, J1 omega m1 and TL1. Here this is the gear tooth ratio. A1 will be obtained by n by n1. Number of teeth in the n means, here I will show you. I will go back. N1 means this. Okay, here n means here, n1 means here. Okay, so it will be like that. There will be a gearing system. I will draw here. So this number of teeth is n and this number of teeth is n1. Okay, so the ratio of n by n1 is A1, where A1 is the gear tooth ratio. If the losses in transmission are neglected, then the kinetic energy due to the equivalent inertia must be the same as kinetic energy of various moving parts. Okay, so here we have the kinetic energy half j omega m square is equal to half j naught omega m square plus half j1 omega m1 square. Means here the total the kinetic energy is nothing but what? The sum of the two loads are connected here. Okay, one motor extended this shaft and directly coupled motor speed is omega m, and the moment of inertia is J naught. Through the gearing system, okay, gear reduction system, you can say, through the gear reduction system, the another one speed is omega m1, and J1 is the moment of inertia of this system. Okay, so now the moment of inertia J can be obtained with, if you are this J, omega m square, it will be get cancels, right? So what we will get? We will get here this equation, J is equal to J naught plus A1 square J1. Okay, A1 is the gear tooth ratio, J1 is the moment of inertia of the coupled, means coupled through or coupled through gearing system, and J naught is the moment of inertia, it is directly coupled to the motor. Okay, now next discussion is the power at the load and the motor must be same if transmission of the gear be neta 1. Okay, this is the efficiency is taken as neta 1 here. Okay, then we will obtain the power developed by the motor, as last video lecture I have discussed the product of speed and torque. Okay, so the torque TL and omega m is nothing but what? TL naught omega m. TL naught omega m is directly coupled to the motor, the power developed by the motor, plus the TL1 omega m1. It's nothing but what? The gear reduction. After gear reductions, the speed will be omega m1, and what torque it will be developed, that is TL1. Here we have to consider it as efficiency. Okay, the efficiency of gearing system. So this it will be gives us the okay, TL is the total equivalent torque referred to the motor. So this equation we will obtain. Right. Now, if in addition to load directly coupled to the motor with inertia J naught, there are m other loads. There are m other loads with moment of inertia J1, J2 till Jm, and gearing teeth ratios of A1, A2 till Am. It means what? Apart the what equation you are obtained here, this is the equation is obtained only one load is coupled. Okay, apart from directly coupled. It means I will go back and I will show you here. See, this is the figure. Here what it is that this is a motor, which it is directly coupled to the one load, and next one load is through the gearing system you are taken. If next it will be taken for different load TL1, TL2 with different gearing teeth ratio. If you are given it this name for A1, okay, next gearing reduction system A2 and load TL2, and moment of inertia is J1. I hope it is clear, right? So you can extend because in n numbers. Okay, so here we are mentioned what it is. If the addition to the load directly coupled to the motor with inertia J naught, there are m other loads with moment of inertia J1, J2, Jm, and gear teeth ratios A1, A2 till Am. Okay, now we will get the moment of inertia is this. J is equal to, earlier only one it is coupled, this much equation we got. I will clear here. Okay, this much we got. Am I right? J is equal to J naught plus A1 square J1 we got. And load torque, what you got here, you can see. Here it is at TL is equal to TL naught. Only one, apart from the directly coupled, another one load is through gearing system is connected. Hence A1 TL1 efficiency 1 neta. This much it is there, right? So if another one load it is connected through again gearing system, that is A2 teeth ratio, and with this efficiency is neta 2, till it will becomes to the this one. Okay, fine. Now These two equations are very important to solve the numeric problems. Please all of you note it. Okay, these two equations. One equation this and another one is this one. Next one is the translational motion. Okay. Here you can see the translational motion. Let us consider a motor drawing two loads. Okay, here also we are considering two loads, and afterwards we are extending to the M loads. Okay, let us consider a motor driving two loads. One is coupled directly to its shaft and other through a transmission system converting rotational motion to linear motion. See, this is a very important point. Please note it, because here you are discussing about linear motion. Okay, rotational motion is converted into linear motion. Okay, I will show you here the figure. We can see here motor which it is connected to the load, and this rotational to linear motion it will be done. So this is the mass, having mass m1, force f1 with velocity v1. I repeat here, mass m1, force f1 and velocity v1. So this is called the loads with translational motion. Okay, it is rotational I have discussed, but here it is appeared. Okay, don't worry about this. Okay, only it is translational motion because you are translating the rotational to the linear motion. Okay, here similarly we will get the here the equations. Okay, kinetic energy of various parts half j omega m square. So in this equation what it is there, we are obtaining here half j omega m square, and another one load what it is there here, earlier it was in gear reduction systems and there will be a load is there. Here it will be translated to the linear motion. So half m v square, m is the mass, v is the velocity. Okay, this we are considering here. This is the difference. Okay, in rotational and the linear motions we are considering here the mass and velocity. Now the moment of inertia j can be obtained with help of this equation. We are obtaining this. Okay, it is nothing but j is equal to j naught plus m1 v1 by omega m whole square. Okay, similarly power at the motor and load should be the same, thus efficiency of transmission be eta 1. Okay, so power developed by the motor is nothing but torque and speed, that is equal to TL naught into omega m, okay, plus F1 into V1 divided by neta 1. Okay, where neta 1 is the transmission efficiency, it will be considered here, right? So the equation it will be becomes, if we want here the load torque, the equation will be becomes this one. Okay, now the similarly in rotational motion what you are discussed in the extended to the m values, means number of translational rotational we are seen, right? Similarly we will see here the translational motions. Okay, so what it will be happen, see, this is you are obtained m1 and v1, additionally one it is connected. If the translation motion it will be apart from the one directly coupled to the motor, apart from the one directly coupled to the motor, m2 like that, m3, m4 and till it will be becomes in m. So this equation we will obtain. Similarly we will obtain the load torque, this equation. Okay, this is the directly coupled to the motor, and next it is connected to the F1 divided by neta 1 efficiency V1 by omega m. Okay, here I will tell you the which quantities are related. TL naught, let us have a first one discussion here. J, moment of inertia, J naught is the moment of inertia, plus m1 is the mass. The first which it will be translated, rotational motion is translated to the translational motion, linear. So this equation we will get, and next one more again it will be taken and it will be translated with different speed or whatever the speed, omega m. Okay, so v1 velocity, omega m is the speed in radian per second, m2 is the mass of the second one. So like that, if you are going total these things, we will get the total moment of inertia. Similarly, the load torque will be obtained by equation, using this equation, TL naught plus F1 divided by efficiency 1 V1 by omega m. Okay, so till it will be extended to the m load. Okay, m masses, okay, masses of m1 m2 till m, capital M and small m. Okay, with this I conclude this session. Next we will solve one numeric question on this translational motion and rotational motion. We will solve one numeric questions. That numeric question is very important in the point of examination. Okay, next video lecture I will solve. Okay, thank you.